My good brother,
What you doing over there, dude?
man, enjoying this beautiful life we living in, man. Trying to fight the fight, brother.
Trying to fight the good fight?
I don't know about the good fight, but it's gonna get good in the
Hey,
end.
well, welcome to the fifth episode of Outside the Lane. We got my good friend and DeSean Jackson.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
don't really have anything written for tonight, but I think what we're going to start is you coming up through high school, through college, see what the college experience was like out in the Cali life, and then we're going to talk about the Eagles. So
For sure.
we're going back in school. What what brought you into sports, or what got you into football in the first place? Or was that even your first love?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, first off, I want to let you know, appreciate you for reaching out. Give me the opportunity to come on your live and bless my presence. I seen you've been doing it outside the lines. I see you working on your second career, man. Look like damn, you about to retire on us already, dog. You trying to move on to the next chapter of your life.
Hey, I'm not as old as you, brother. Hey, I may look like it, but I'm not.
Nah, but yeah, man. Nah, I appreciate the opportunity and nah, definitely, man. What you've been doing, you've been doing some great things. I saw you, on NFL and just horizon in your platform, really, bro. But hopefully everybody's at home and staying safe and what's going on in the world today. I know things are opening back up, but take the steps necessary before y'all just go running out and just think everything's back to normal. But
Yeah,
that's
you're still down in Tampa, aren't you?
yeah, I'm in Florida training right now, and I got my kids and my family out here. So I mean, it's been pretty cool here. It hasn't been as worse if I would have went back to California or like in Philadelphia. So I've
Yeah.
been managing pretty well. But to get to your question, man, man, me growing up in Los Angeles, California, like my older brother used to play sports, and like to give you history on or give the people history and you as well. But my dad growing up, he didn't really have the opportunity to play sports. He grew up in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and when he was growing up as a kid, his dad,
That's how
you
my
know,
dad
made
was. He had to work.
yeah, his dad made him work in a steel mill. So a lot of y'all who don't know or familiar with Pittsburgh, they had steel mills, and my dad used to work in the wee hours in the morning, to late night in steel mills. So growing up, my dad never really was allowed to play sports. Like his father didn't really believe in sports. So you got to think my dad's whole childhood growing up, he wasn't able to play sports. So the older he got, he was like, I'm gonna have kids and I'm gonna put my kids into sports. So my older brother Byron, he's my oldest brother. He was like the first experiment. My dad kind of just pushed him, in the one to play sports, but that wasn't my brother's desire. His desire
Forte.
wasn't to, yeah, it really wasn't his desire to play sports. It was more of my dad forcing him to play.
Yeah.
So
Well,
he
he
played
was just trying to live through y'all, basically.
right. So he played a little bit. he played college ball a little bit out in California, and he ended up going to San Jose State, played with Jeff Garcia, and then my dad had crazy connects, bro. He was like a sports agent.
What did he play?
He played wide receiver,
Oh, he
and
did.
yeah, he played wide receiver, and then he had an opportunity to play for the Kansas City Chiefs. He only played for like 2 years, and he kind of played like more the developmental squad, like practice squad type shit. So he had the opportunity to do that, and then it just wasn't really my brother's passion. So he's like, man, forget this. Him and my dad kind of got in a big old argument, conversation, and
Yeah.
my brother was like, forget this, I ain't doing this shit no more. I'm picking up a camera. So he wanted to film, like he was amazed with Hollywood because my dad moved him from the East Coast to California. So he was just
Yeah.
amazed in going to Hollywood and filming. And here comes me. And now, like, I'm here. And then I kind of witnessed the shit. And they all just kind of put their effort into me playing sports. So I kind of just wanted to give you that background. But, me, man, growing up, I had the support. I had resources to my dad, my older brothers. Like, they all focused on, making the best me. And it wasn't just football. It was basketball, track,
Yeah, so
baseball,
that's how my town was, and
everything.
it was the way that the whole community kind of supported it. Everybody was at the games. That was kind of the only thing to do.
Definitely. Yeah. So, it definitely was a blessing, but at an early age, California, Texas, Florida, like the biggest, you know, schools. I mean, not school, but the biggest states for sports. Was I don't know how was it like because you're originally Texas or Oklahoma. Oklahoma. I
Texas.
mean, yes, same thing, but it's close. It's close. But my thing was like we always competed with Texas, Cal, Florida, like. That's the best of the best. So me growing up, like I always was at that level, bro. And I just every step of the way, bro, like I was always advanced because I had my brothers training me.
Man, when I was growing up, the big thing in Martown it wasn't football, it was basketball. So that's
Right.
what I mainly grew up doing. I never did play AAU. Our stuff is called Little Dribblers. People out there forging fake birth certificates.
Fake.
We ended up getting in the state tournament and getting dunked on. You had some guys out there with goatees.
Y'all was playing versus them grown men. They was
Yeah,
faking like
out
they
there
was in high
got a
school.
Texas size spanking out there. I
Right,
wasn't even that
right.
old.
No,
Uh,
definitely.
so growing up, you got involved in sports, and I guess it kind of got a lot more serious. Well, I guess, man, I would say you're pretty good in track. Were you pretty competitive in track whenever you ran? Did you ever consider that? Maybe
Yeah,
whenever you're going to Cal, to maybe do that.
yeah. See, so track, like early on in my childhood, track was like I always ran track as like a youngster. The older I got, like once I kind of like hit high school, I kind of got away from the track because I was playing baseball. And I don't know if a lot of you know, but
See, I
like
didn't know that either.
yeah, I got drafted in baseball, bro. My senior
You
year.
got drafted?
My senior year, Tampa Bay Devil Rays called me. They was gonna pick me in the first round, but this the trick. They wanted me to give up football, and I was like, I'm not doing it. So don't even waste your pick.
What
But they was
what did you play? Were you
I
outfield?
played center field, second base, shortstop. But I was like more like the up. You heard of Upton? Upton.
Uh,
He was a center fielder for I can't think of Upton's first name, but he was a center field for San Diego Padres. He was
Padres.
like fast speed. Like he was like so fast, and it's just like he ran down everything. So like I was kind of similar. Like I wasn't no big power hitter, but like I used to make contact and get on base and steal every base and home. So like that was the only thing. Like in high school, like the high school I went to, bro, we was known to be like one of the best high schools for track, bro. But it was just hard because baseball and track is around the
Yeah,
same time, so
yeah.
I wasn't really
They're in
able
the
to do it.
spring. What did you run? I'm guessing you ran the 100. You ran the relays.
So I ran the 100, I ran the 200, I ran the 4x1, and I was actually a high jumper. My little
High
butt could
jumper.
jump. My little butt could jump, bro. I had like all the records, bro. Like when I was in you can't what was it? When I was in youth track, bro, I was like off the charts, bro. Like I was crazy, bro. And I thought honestly, like the older I got, I was gonna play it. But my dad, like, it was something about baseball. My dad always loved. He was like, if I'm gonna be doing all this for you, taking you football and taking you all across the world, you're gonna play baseball because he really liked baseball. So he kind of like almost made forced me to play baseball. So I didn't really have a love for baseball like that, but I had fun and I was good.
Yeah, I mean, I love baseball until I got hit in the ribs a few times trying to swing, and I just started getting pissed off and angry. So
Man,
that's when I switched to football.
man, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like the older I got, in baseball, bro, like the pitching just like excelled to a whole nother level, bro. I used to throw this curveball and it used to look like it was gonna hit me, and I used to just be
Yeah,
like jumping out the
exactly.
way, and I turn around, they call a strike. I'm
I
like, how the
started
hell
getting
is that a strike? And that shit almost hit me.
I started getting giddy at the plate. That was my problem. Up there getting
Right,
scared a little bit.
for sure.
uh, so when you got to Cal, first of all, what year did you graduate? You talking about me looking old?
High school,
High school.
'05.
'05. So you go to Cal at '05. Who was all your teammates? So I know Marshawn was your teammate for what a couple years.
Yeah, so let me tell you the trick on this one too, man. So in 2004. No. Yeah, 2004, my junior year. So I remember Cal and SC played at SC and Cal won. But
Hey,
Aaron,
first of all, who? I guess you got offered from everywhere. Was Cal the
yeah,
automatic decision because it was going to be close to home?
nah, bro. So to answer your question, yeah, I had like every scholarship. Like I had every offer. You could go from Oklahoma, LSU, Tennessee, Miami, Florida State.
Hey, I know you thought about going to Miami.
Miami, but look, it's crazy how this sound. I was almost gonna go to Oklahoma too, bro. Like they was in my top five, bro. Like literally, they was in my top five, bro. So they was good back then, bro. Like they had a squad,
Yeah, I
bro.
think they just played for the national championship or something. I think they
Yeah,
may lost to LSU or
Mark Clayton went there, right? The little short
yeah,
receiver.
Mark Clayton.
Yeah. So yeah, man. Long story short, had every offer, bro. But I ended up committing to SC, and that was the year they won. They won the national championship that year, bro. And I ended
Is,
up
is that the year before Texas? Was Matt Leinart?
I think
Was he
so,
there?
bro. Yeah, yeah, but it was
Quarterback?
Matt Line. It was Matt Liner year because Reggie Bush and Lindell White. So that year, bro, they won. They won the national championship, and Pete Carroll was their head coach. And I'm about to commit to SC. So
I'm going to SC.
I commit to SC, bro. And man, they did something. Gave my number away to a receiver, all Patrick Turner. You remember Patrick Turner?
Pat Turner.
A
What
big
position
wide
did he play?
receiver.
Wide
He was
receiver?
a wide receiver. He was from Tennessee, a big dude. He's like 6'5", big
Yeah.
dude, bro. So they ended up giving him my number, which my number was one. They gave him number one because they're talking about we got to get him. He's coming far from home or whatever. So he gave him the number. So I'm like, all right, man, I'll see what y'all doing. But long story short, bro, Aaron Rodgers committed. I mean, no, not committed. Aaron Rodgers declared to the draft, bro, and like I committed to Cal. Decommitted from SC, then went to Cal, and he freaking left his junior year, bro. So
And you
my
thought he was? Did you think he was coming back?
I thought he was gonna be there, bro. I was so pissed off. But just imagine me, Marshawn Lynch, Justin Forsett, Craig Stevens, Lavelle Hawkins, Robert Jordan, bro. We had a squad at Cal, bro. And he was gone, bro. But you know, shoot, I came in and played with Marshawn, bro, for what was it, 2 years? What was it, my freshman, sophomore? Yep, I played with Marshawn for 2 years,
Two
bro.
years.
Like, bro, it was crazy, bro. That dude, I never seen a running back like him ever, bro.
He runs so hard, like all the time. It's the
Bro,
same style.
he ran like a madman, bro. Like every time somebody would try to tackle him, bro, he'd push him off. Yeah, yeah. And then he like used to have this little run when he put his
Strong.
head down, bro. I'm like, bro, ain't nobody tackling this dude, bro.
Nobody tackling. So what you spent? Did you spend 3 years?
Yeah, yeah. About came out in '08. Yeah, my
So
junior
you
year,
left as a true junior,
true junior. Yep.
and coming in, I guess. Did you go to the Senior Bowl?
Nah, so I couldn't because yeah, as a junior, year, I couldn't even
Oh,
go.
you
So
can't. Yeah, they're doing that now, but I didn't know they
yeah,
were doing
no,
it back then.
I didn't even get to go. But my senior year in high school, I actually went to the All American. I played in the U.S. Army game, and that shit
Was
was
that
crazy.
was that
I
the Under
won,
Armour or was that the?
yeah, the Under Armour. I won the MVP of that, and I went crazy. That's when I dove in the end zone and left the ball at the one. Everybody clowned me about that. So I did that shit twice in my career. I did it in high school and when we played the Cowboys,
Hey,
my
dude,
rookie year.
the real question is, do you regret it either times or not really?
Honestly, bro, like I
No,
ain't gonna lie,
you
bro.
probably gonna do it again.
No, look, I'm gonna tell you, I ain't gonna never do it again. But I had fun. I was young. But what I will say is Reggie Bush's fault because I remember he was playing. I can't remember what team they was playing, but Reggie Bush was at USC. And he jumped from like the 5 yard line and like tumbled in the end zone.
Well,
I'm
who
like,
was
I'm
that
gonna be
against? I think it was against UCLA. It might have been or
one of them teams, bro. But I'm like, I'm gonna break his record. I'm gonna do it from the 6 yard line, bro. I jump from the 6 yard. I get in the air. All I can remember is, oh shit! Like I got
about
scared.
to break my neck.
Bro, I got scared. I said they can have that ball. I had to protect myself, bro. But yeah, I mean, if I could do it all over again, bro, I'd probably still do the same thing, man. I ain't really tripping off people bloopers, saying the bloopers and clowning me because at the end of the day, man, I have fun when I go on the field, you know.
Yep, it's all about the energy. All right, so going in the draft, where did you think you were going to go, or did you think you were for sure first?
Man,
Was
yeah.
that what they were telling you?
So going into the draft, man, you know, I declared, and obviously, you know, when you declare, you get like your they give you a projection letter or whatever. So I put it into the NFL, like all the scouts, all the major, you know,
Whatever teams,
scout,
yeah, and they give
yeah,
you a
all
number.
that people they give you a number, and it was like anywhere from like 13th to 25th or some crazy shit like that. Like first round though, right? So I'm like, all right, bro, I'm
Done deal.
declaring, I'm going right. So coming to the draft day, I slipped, bro. But what's crazy is 2008, there was no receivers taken in the first round, bro. For some reason, I don't know what the heck went on, but I never like to talk bad about people, or whatever. But
Yeah,
you know, some of the scouts kind of was telling me that, you know, my head coach was bad mouthing me and basically saying I didn't really work hard and I wasn't a team player and I think a lot of it too, bro, was like my size and my weight. You gotta think back then, you know, people
there
five
wasn't
ten,
really
five.
anybody. any that
No,
has really done
right.
it.
Exactly. So like they was like, oh, he's only 5'9", 5'10", he weighs 170. Like, they was doubting me for that, bro. So like that's why I feel like I really came into the NFL and gave a lot of people under the 6 feet,
Yeah,
a lot
the
of
only
hope,
guy
bro.
I could really think of was like Dante Hall or Sproles at the time.
Dante Hall, Sproles, yeah, but it was a different dynamic. Like me, they looked at me as a pure receiver, so they was like, man, he can't come into the NFL being a pure receiver. Like you gotta think, Dante Hall came in as a returner, so it was a little different. He was like a running back too, so he kind of moved over to receiver like a little bit later.
Yeah.
Without and kind of have people looking at a lot of these younger dudes, like let's give these young. I mean, let's do, man, see what they got. Got to get that water, bro. Got to hydrate.
Hey, I need me some. What were you saying? You kind of broke out there at the end.
Oh no, I just saying I just take credit, for nowadays how they, these smaller guys and smaller receivers credit, man, and not even credit, just allowing them to come into the league and get the respect they deserve.
Really giving them a chance without something against them.
Thank you, that part.
Uh, so coming, I guess, who was the guys that you really looked up to whenever? I guess you're coming in the league. I guess for my all-time, I'm going Randy Moss, my all-time favorite receiver.
Right. For yeah, shit. Randy Moss is up there. I would say Jerry Rice first, Randy Moss second.
I would say
And yeah, I kind of I looked up to Randy Moss a lot, but Jerry Rice was more fundamentally sound. He was like more a pro, and he kind of showed me the right way to be a professional.
really the consistency. Because what did he play? He almost played 20 years or something like that.
Yeah, he played 20 years.
20 years.
Yep.
Man, there ain't hardly anybody doing. So you get drafted in '08. Big Red calls you on the phone.
Man, he called me and told me I don't want to deal with your dad. He heard my dad was crazy. My dad was like cussing out every coach, and that was the thing too. Like they bad talked my dad and said all this crazy stuff about him and how you had to deal with my pops and all that. And the coach Reed was like, "I'm drafting you, but I don't want to have to deal with your pops." I say, man, my pops cool, man. You ain't got to worry about
Hey,
that, man.
if there's anybody that can put up with some stuff, it's that guy right there. You can talk about patience.
Nah,
But,
for sure, definitely, man. Coach Reed, man, he was a one of a kind dude, bro. But like, I cherish my relationship with him because he helped mature me, man, and I in conversation he cared about his players. You get what I'm saying? Like it's not too many coaches that get in depth with and relationships with players, man. And he's one of them dudes. His door was always open for me.
yeah, I mean, he was almost like another father figure, I guess, type of dude. So man, I guess really when you hopped up on the scene, what year was that? 2009, 2010. Was that the year when you were like, all right, I can be the best in this league, and I got something that defenses can't cover. I got the speed, and when did kind of the cat come out the bag or the cat come out the hat? What game do you think that was?
I think honestly, man, like my first few years in the league, bro, like my rookie year, man, I came in and balled out, man. I think '08 it stamped me, to come in and, really just prove myself and prove that I could play on a high level, man, with, you know, NFL is always a big man sport. So for me to come in under 6 feet and play the way I played, man, I think, that credits to the hard work I put in my career. And then obviously my second and third year, man, making a Pro Bowl my second year. And then, my 2010, when we played the Giants, sent them home. Like, it was them early years in my career playing with Vic. Some of the things we did when you came in 2013. Shit, man, it was. I had an awesome career my first 6 years in Philly, man. I wouldn't trade it for the world, bro. Like I really, you know, met some cool people, built some great relationships, and had a lot of fun doing it, man. And not only had a lot of fun doing it, I created a lot of enemies too, because a lot of people across the world, Giants fans, Cowboys fans, that hate me, bro. And
Hey,
You from Texas, so I can only imagine the grief you
hey,
get.
there's just hate everywhere, and
For real, man.
they'll definitely let you know about it. Yeah, so I came in 2013. We had you, we had Jason Avant. Trying to think of somebody. We had Jeremy Macklin.
Yep.
We had Shady McCoy. I
Crazy.
remember I remember my first game. So my first game with a chip, we were playing the Redskins in Washington, and we're in pre-games. And I never, I've been around some shit talkers in my day, but
Right.
Shady McCoy went over there. They were waving the Redskins flag in his face, and he went over
Yeah, he
there
snatched that
and
shit.
did this a few times. Snatched it,
And he
threw it on the
snatched that
ground.
shit.
Didn't care.
Didn't he stump it out? Did he stump it out, or he just threw it on the
I
ground?
think he might have stomped it out. I think he gave it back to him, but it was all in good fun. But yeah, that was probably one of my favorite games. Besides the snowball, my very
Yeah,
first game, just because
I seen
that
that.
first half we ran what almost 55 plays.
Man, it was crazy, bro. I remember that game, bro. I couldn't even feel my feet, bro. Like I kept going over to the sideline trying to get in the heater, bro, and it was like it just kept like pins and needles, bro. I'm like, that might not be a good idea, bro. But I ain't gonna lie, bro. After that,
It's probably because it was on fire because you
bro,
run about a 4.35.
hey,
Think about that.
after that game, bro, literally, bro, it took me like 5 hours to feel like to get the feeling back in my feet, bro. You gotta think, I'm Cali, dude. I'm sure the way you grew up, I don't know if you grew up on snow, but bro, I never seen snow until I came to Philly.
Yeah, you felt it that day because once it started melting on them cleats a little bit.
Boy, that shit was brutal, man. We literally came out to warm up. It wasn't even snowing, bro. We come back out in less than 20 minutes, bro, and it was like 6 inches of snow, bro.
Yeah, it was good for y'all. At least y'all could run. Y'all had some studs in y'all's feet. We had them old. You know how them lineman shoes are.
Man,
Terrible. You know how it is.
y'all don't even wear cleats, bro. Y'all got them little stud. I mean them little
Hey,
nubs.
you want to talk about cleats? You want to talk about ugly? Ours are some ugly ass cleats. We ain't got no designs. All we need is some damn ankle support and about 2 foot about 2 foot
Hey,
foot strings so
hey,
you can tie
hey,
them tight.
hey, what Darren Sproles talking about? Biscuit head ass, man. It's kids on here, man. What you talking about? Darren
Hey,
Sproles,
Dan Sproles.
little midget boy.
I scrolled across his seat one time in training camp and he had some size 4 cleats in there.
Hey, tell him to give his kids his cleats back, man. What's wrong with that dude? Where boy
Yes,
wearing his
exactly.
kids' cleats?
Them little cleats is about 5 inches long. Uh, so far as playing, what did you had the most? What deep plays over 60 in NFL
Yeah,
history?
for
Was it
sure. Yeah,
24?
touchdowns. Yeah, 24 touchdowns over 60 yards plus.
So when you start doing that, they start throwing a little bit of respect on your name.
Hey, man, let me tell you like this, man. Like I came in the NFL, bro, just really wanting to prove people wrong, bro. Because my whole life, everybody was always doubting me. Everybody always said I wasn't as good as
That's what you have to deal with. I bet you and Sproles have to deal with the same stuff.
you get what I'm saying, bro. So it was just like I had a chip on my shoulder coming into the league, bro. And it was like I just wanted to prove everybody that I deserved on that level. And the moment I stepped foot on the field, bro, it was like I always had to, make sure I remember, like, everything my dad said. I lost my dad in my first season. He died of
Yeah,
pancreatic cancer. And I still to this day, bro, play my game and play in between the white lines just to prove he was right, bro. Because he always told everybody how bad I was. He always told everybody how great I was gonna be. So it's like I'm continuously proving and earning my respect, bro. So coming in the league, bro, I never really set out any goals, bro. Like I just wanted to come out and be the best D Jack I could ever be, bro. And right now where it sets me is being one of the best deep threats to ever play the game, bro. So I take pride in that, man, because Jerry Rice to be able to have a record that he once held, bro. And I personally know Jerry Rice, and he helped me a lot, when I first came into the league, bro. So it's an honor, for me to have that record, bro. But I'm definitely not done, man. I'm gonna try to get the 50-yard record too. He holds it, Randy Moss is right there too. So I think I'm like 3 or 4 away from that record. So I'm still trying to keep going. And I got to get a Super Bowl, man. You got a Super Bowl on me, bro. I got to get a Super Bowl, dog.
The way it was looking, the
We
way it
got to
was
get
looking,
we got to get one.
the way it was looking, week one, you may have had about 80 touchdowns last year.
I know, bro. Don't trip. I'm coming back. I'm coming back crazy this year, man. Hopefully everything goes right, bro, and we can play a season, man. It'll probably be a little crazy without no fans out there or whatever the heck goes on. But I'm
Yeah,
coming
we
back.
will.
I'm coming
It'll
back
be
crazy
nice.
this
I don't
year.
know what Sproles' position is, if he can tell us what it is, but he's going to be in the building with us, so it'll be good to see him. Selleck's will
Man,
be around.
man,
Connor.
Sproles. I'm gonna tell you, Sproles. His role. He's the he's the assistant to Deuce Staley. We're gonna let him be the assistant to Deuce Staley. See how he like that. You know him and Deuce Staley always damn arguing anyway.
Always argue.
Yeah.
Hey, Sproles will set some people right, though, won't he?
Hey, he definitely will. But one thing I learned about Sproles. I've been knowing Sproles a long time. It's the first time ever playing with him. But one thing about Sproles, man, I ain't trying to get everybody in his business, but this comes from Deuce Staley. He got so many quotes up on that man board about how many lies that boy be lying about. you you go in that little running back room, he talking about, look, DJ Sproles lied about this today. I'm like, damn, bro, why you always lying on people? He's lying on Corey, he's lying on Miles, he's lying on Jordan Howard. I'm like, that boy crazy.
Hey, yeah. Hey, he knows little subtle ways to get under your skin.
For sure he
He's
do.
always been like that. Man, all right. So far as wrapping this thing up, we're gonna get a few good questions from some fans. See what we can find on you.
Yeah, these Sproles talking about tell him you still the best receiver in the NFL. I ain't got to brag about that, Sproles. We know at the end of the day, man, it's all about longevity. It's all about longevity in this game, man. Like, don't I'm not taking nothing away from none of them dudes, bro. It's a lot of young, great receivers. It's getting a lot of crazy accolades, but I've been in this thing 13 strong, man. And I'm gonna continuously go out there, man. So and prove it. Hey, and then he talking about Deuce lying on man. Deuce ain't lying on you, man. Get the heck on.
Man, there was one earlier. They asked who's probably some of your toughest competitors as far as cornerbacks. So when I think of lockdown corner, I'm thinking Ramsey, Patrick Peterson,
Hmm.
Slay.
Yeah.
Who else? There's a bunch of them.
Richard
Richard
Sherman,
Sherman.
Daryl Reeves. I faced some good battles with Talib.
Akib.
Yeah, Akeem Talib. Chris Harris was pretty good. Me and Dominique Rogers Camardi used to always go at it too, man, because he was fast as heck,
He
man. Me and him
was.
used to always go at it. But honestly, bro, I'm gonna just be real. Like, I feel like whoever was playing on my team was the best challenge for me because I got to see him every day in practice. Like Asante Samuel,
Yeah.
that was one of the
JP always talked about him. Asante.
yeah, man, that was one of the best corners I done played against, man. Like Asante, he was very patient. He wasn't the fastest corner, but he had instincts out the world, bro.
Instincts.
He used to break on a dime, and I could never understand. And then what I used to start doing him, I'm like, I'm just gonna run. I'm just going because he couldn't run with me, so I used to just take off and run on him.
Burn on him.
Yeah, man.
Man, yeah. At the cornerback position now, you're getting asked to do a whole lot. You're
For
trying to
sure,
compete with the most dangerous athletes and not let anything slip. It's kind of like
definitely.
tackle. It set you a lot faster and probably a lot happier.
Right.
Uh, Let me see what else. Let me know if you find a good one.
All right. Uh, somebody said, I ain't gonna ask that one. I done talked about that too many times. He said was somebody said was going to the Redskins just to shove it in Chip Kelly's face. Let's talk on that a little bit. I'm here for that one. Man,
Yeah,
honest.
I just remember being in the locker and DeSean Jackson ain't here with us no more. I'm going, damn. What the hell's going on around here?
Right, man. Honestly, bro. Man, the past is the past, and I live in the future, man. But what I will say is, when I was released by the Eagles, uh, it was definitely a shove in my face almost. You get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like the story that was made up and the reason behind it. was hard for me to you know, just respect. You get what I'm saying? Like
Because you've been there for years.
right. I would have respected a lot. I would have respected a lot more, man, if you know they would have just came to me and just told me like basically it's a money issue or we're going a different route. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But no, you want to come up and say I'm a hoodlum and I'm doing all this crazy. You get what I'm saying, bro? So like that shit was personal to me. So going through the process, I remember the Redskins was one of the teams that hopped in and was really trying to sign me because of all the damage I did to them early in my career. I remember Dan Snyder personally sending me his private jet. I was in LA
I
and
bet he was.
he sent me his private jet. He was like, man, just get on the plane. We're gonna figure out the contract after that. But RG3 actually came to my house in Calabasas, and he was like, man, please, bro, just come play with me. But man, I just felt like I just wanted to go play against y'all twice a year, bro. Like I was like, I'm gonna stay in the division because I want them to see me twice a year, bro. So I mean, I wouldn't say it was it was anything for Chip, but I was like, I was gonna let them see what they missed out on by releasing me.
Yeah, I think it's bad, but at the same time, it almost lit a second fire under you.
Yeah, it did for sure.
Kind of disrespect, man. That's how every player I feel like in this league is. The longer you play, the more stuff you do. You got to prove it every year. That's
Definitely.
like the life we live. All right, let's do one more. They probably don't know all the games you play. You probably been playing Call of Duty all damn day.
What did it say?
Oh, what's your feeling about playing in an empty stadium?
My my feeling about playing in an empty stadium. I mean, I definitely can't recall playing in an empty stadium. I never really played in an empty stadium, honestly. I've always had fans, even from Pop Warner. Like I used to look in the stands and have fans. So I mean, like it's gonna definitely be a culture shock. I think it's gonna be
Hey,
very more.
unless they start miking up everybody, and that
Yeah, it's gonna get crazy. I mean, I think they should though, bro. They should give the fans like an insight to really see what goes on in between them white lines, bro. It gets crazy, bro. It definitely does. I know in the trenches it get crazy, and I know out there on the outside it gets crazy too. The conversations we going back and forth on.
I think
So,
the first game having to jerk you back. You're
oh
right.
yeah, yeah. I was ready to go. That boy Lane was like, "Come on, Jack, we need you." I'm like, "Nah, hell no, he got to feel me." But nah, man, I think at the end of the day, bro, we professionals. I think we'll all adapt to it, but it'll definitely be weird at first. But hopefully they can figure out an ultimatum to that, man, because I definitely think a lot of teams and
The
players,
same
feed off
NBA
the energy.
will start the 31st.
They
So
You said they're gonna start the 31st?
that's what I saw. I think July 31st or start
Yeah.
slowly back up. I
They
don't know.
asked
Maybe if they could maybe give us a playlist. If
yeah,
everybody could we could have a playlist. Each team have a playlist, and whenever you up on the ball, that's what you're hearing.
right. They asking if Shady gonna
That
come
ain't
back.
gonna happen. But
They gonna ask if Shady coming back. I'm gonna leave that to you. What you think about Shady coming back?
hey, I want to see it. You already know how I feel.
Hey, shit, man. If we going off of how we feel, it'd have been a lot of shit we would already been seeing, right?
Hey, be a lot of shit different. Hey,
I be telling Javi all the time, like, man, come on, man, you got to start getting some of these guys, man. Shit, if I was a GM, bitch, it'd be all type of shit going on.
would you have a pinky ring on?
Damn right. But
You
nah,
crazy.
man,
Well, hey man,
appreciate you though, bro.
appreciate you joining me. Yeah, man, I like doing this FaceTime and just keeping it simple, not too complex. As you know, I'm not a complex man, Mister Jackpot. So I appreciate you joining me, and hell, I'll see you in about a month and a half.
Yeah, man,
Maybe
look
whenever
forward to
you
it,
get
bro.
back.
I know you working your ass off, bro. I'm doing the same, man. So look forward to getting back with y'all boys, man.
All right, brother.
All right,
Appreciate you.
take care. All right, bro. Start